punchline. The punchline is that there is no 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 punchline. The punchline is there is no punchline. Oh, I just thought of how to change all the hate into love with the old switcheroo. Dancing in my deja vu. You'll be dancing too when I escape that last. When the future is the past. But something keeps me as a pet. The only house that's not on fire yet. The only house that's not on fire yet. The only house that's not on fire yet. The only house that's not on fire.
Ah! There I am. There I am. Where's my overlay? Where's my overlay? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Hello. Hello all. We're finally almost done. We're finally almost done with this like the wackiest shit streaming schedule. Like it's just so crazy, you know, so zany and silly. I don't know where I was going with saying wacky. I don't know. Don't ask me. I have no clue where I was going. But yeah, we're almost done. We're almost done. Then we can finally start doing fun things again. What schedule? Yeah, that part. That part. Anyway, I have a new game planned for Monday. So, we'll do that. Monday. I'm not telling you what it is, but Monday we should be back to semi-regular schedule. Hopefully. And I hopefully won't be drowning in schoolwork. So, that'll be a good thing. That'll be a really good thing. We'll just keep the same Lemon Demon song looping for like hours. That sounds okay, right? Yeah. Ah, shit. Wait, really? I don't have fine. Better not be another Stickman game. It's not. I just realized I don't have the most recent version of Optifine installed for the most recent release. Fuck! It's fine. It's been a while since we played Minecraft. Am I gonna do anything? No. Why would I actually do anything? Quaft, yep. Am I gonna do anything in Minecraft? No. Probably gonna hop around between, like, 2 different servers with 1 game each. And we're gonna call it a day, you know? But again, for me, Minecraft streams are just chill streams. So don't ask about the survival world. I'm kidding. Nah, I just have no clue what to do with the survival world. I mean, like, Minecraft survival's fine, but it's not where I have the most fun. You know? Much more enjoy, dicking around with other shit than just being strictly in survival. But yeah, we're gonna play more Minecraft because I want to. And also because I just needed something to do today that was not Stardew Valley, or I might have actually gone insane. That's the main reason. Something that I could also, you know, end at any point and it wouldn't be like we're in the middle of something. Because, again, I still have shit to do. But, again, things should be back to normal. Like, next week. And Monday, we're gonna play a new game, which is something I've been wanting to do, a game that I've been wanting to play for a while. I came up with the idea, like, literally 3 weeks ago, but if you remember right, 3 weeks ago is when I started this project, you know, this semester-long project that I was supposed to be doing this whole semester, and I haven't been. I'm gonna stick around on MCC Island. I'm good at what I do. Hold on. I feel like that's a little loud. Yeah. Ah! I'm breaking shit on my desk already. God, I'm built different, aren't I? How did I get that turned around? Anyway. Dead Space Monday? No, I'm not gonna play Dead Space. Ow. Everything on my desk is breaking, but it's fine. It's fine, because I said it's fine. But, yeah, Monday we'll have something new to play. And hopefully we'll be back on at least the semi-ish, regular schedule. I thought I could make that. And then we'll all be good, and it'll be fine. And it'll be fine, because I said so. Hopefully. God damn. Jesus. Just doesn't want to load me into a game. God damn. Oh my god. Ooh, it's this map. I'm gonna be real, I haven't played Hole in the Wall in a little bit, so don't expect me to be good at it. I don't really touch Minecraft much. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't touch it all that often. Whee! But yeah, I'm glad that the project is almost done. Because then I can actually start doing things that I want and not have to be like, oh god, but like, I need to like focus all of my energy on this one thing. It's gonna be fun, you know? I'll have freedom. Whee! You know, true freedom, truly. It'll be great. It'll be great. Shaking with excitement. Because I think I started to, like, give in to the stress earlier than I probably should have. Ah! Well. That was definitely something. Anyway, I think I started to give into the stress a bit too early because I just started kind of messing around before I really should have. Like on Monday with like that, what, almost 4-hour stream? I really shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have. I did not have the time to do that, but I did it anyway. Are you doing it alone? Yes. Again, it was supposed to be a semester-long project that I started, like, a month ago. So... And I didn't even, like... And during that, like, first couple weeks, it was just strained to even start. Like, literally 3 days ago is when I finally started to get things in a working order. And by that, I mean the final product is actually put together. Everything else was just preparing for it. That's all everything else has been. But now I just gotta make it, you know, legible And then we're gonna be good. And I'm almost done. And I'm almost done. And I'm so fucking excited about it, and it's gonna be amazing. Owie! Get the fuck out of here, you little fucking bitch! Anyway. I don't like spiders. Spiders are cringe. I wasn't thinking. Well, I mean, I was, just not about home wall. I don't like spiders. Spiders are cringe. They're nasty looking. They're nasty looking. I don't like them. How much of it is just some copy and paste One Piece episode? It's really not. Like, yeah, it's about pirates, but it's more historically accurate than One Piece. Because, like, One Piece is, like, it's literally, like, romanticization, I can say that word, of pirates and shit. This is kind of the more brutal reality of it. And because, you know, it's a history class, it kind of has to be. And I'm saying that not in a way to say that it's pro-government, but, you know, we are dealing with a pirate about to be executed, so. I love writing historical fictions. Although I will say, again, like, I'm pretty sure I said this on Monday. I don't know if you watched that VOD. But some of the characters kind of slowly started morphing into actual One Piece characters. Not like this character is so much like a One Piece character. Like, just actually turning slowly into, like, legitimate One Piece characters that already exist. And it's kind of funny, just enough. It's just funny enough. Blackbeard finds on the beaches of Florida. Nah, it's not about Blackbeard. Although he is involved, technically. Because, again, historical accuracy. I'm talking about Steed Bonnet the whole time. Which is much more our flag means death than anything. But he's mentioned because, you know, he and Steed had a weird relationship. Like, dude straight up commandeered Steed's entire fleet and his crew. And he just kind of let him live on the ship. Like, he didn't try to kill Steed or anything, like most pirates would have in that situation. He just kind of let Steed live there for, like, no fucking reason. Like, he had no reason to keep Bonnet around, but he did. Although I briefly mentioned Blackbeard just due to his relation to Steed Bonnet and how pretty soon after Steed Bonnet's executed, you kind of hit the end of piracy as like a major force in the Caribbean and in the Americas. Because, you know, Steed's death was meant to, like, send an example to other pirates. I was really worried about those Hogwins. With deja vu. But yeah, I love history. It's so much fun. However, with pirates, there's like... I don't know. It's like... Okay. With pirate history in particular, there's a lot we don't know. Right? Ah! I tried. I tried to do something cool and I failed miserably. God damn it. But pirate history in particular, it's very difficult to find things because, I don't know if you know this, but finding out about criminals is very, very fucking hard besides the facts that the government knows. It's very, very fucking difficult. But it gets a little bit easier if you consider piracy at large to basically be like a giant criminal organization, but then that can lead to like a lot of crossover that really shouldn't happen, like idea-wise. Because, you know, a lot of pirates fucking hated each other, you know? It was definitely like a society of greed, you know? However, it was considering not a lot, but there was definitely a major driving force behind privateering and shit. And, you know, privateering is basically just piracy, but the pirates were sponsored by the government to take down other pirates. But, because, like, that's where most pirates started off. They were privateers. But when the government wouldn't pay them wages anymore, they just straight up turned into pirates. Like, they created a monster, and then that monster lasted, like, couple, like, 50 years or so. Something along those lines. I think most of the piracy stories should be in Spanish books. Well, I mean, considering that's, like, French and Spanish, kind of. Because that's where a lot of the piracy actually happened. A lot of it was, like, they would mostly hang around, like, the Caribbeans and, like, that kind of area. They would hang around that area a lot. But, since they were the ones that did most of the piracy fighting, that's fair, but, you know. Most of the pirates were actually, at least the ones that we know of, were either English or Spanish. Like, yeah, there were, like, French pirates, but they weren't, like, in great abundance. There was a fuck ton of English pirates, and there was a fuck ton of Spanish pirates. But, yeah. They mostly hung around in French and Spanish territories, so that would check out. But a lot of them were actually punished by the English crown. Because, again, the, Britain didn't like to pay their workers, hence why a lot of them were just British citizens that turned to piracy. Because, again, privateering, and also, they just weren't paying their own navy. Like, they just also were not paying their own navy. They would get, like, these vouchers, that basically said, we'll pay you at some point. And then they were never paid. And then those would just kind of stack on top of each other, as, like, a promise to pay them back. But these guys would die, right? Because if they died, the stipulation was if they died, that they're not getting any of the money. And that money was probably going to be used to, like, again, help their family and shit. So a lot of them just said, fuck this, and became pirates. Royal food stamps. Pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much. It's kind of fucking crazy when you think about it. Like, God, we really did, like, yep, British. No, they really just did that for no real fucking reason. But yeah, no. When you look into it, it's definitely a thing of like, oh yeah, the British are definitely the ones that were a bit, you know, fucky here. Because, you know, it's always the British, right? If world history classes need to teach you anything, it's that it's always the British. It's either the British, the French, or the Spanish. That's all you need to know. It's one of the three. Anyway. But yeah. Pirate history, when you look into it, is actually a little... It's fun. It's fun. But again, there's not a lot that we know, and a lot of it's speculation. Like, the whole idea of pirates having buried treasure. That was not a thing. Like, yeah, they would, like, plunder goods, but very rarely would they have a fuck ton of money on their ship. It's almost like they did 90% of the world exploration. I don't know if you can call colonization exploration. I don't know if you can call colonization exploration. I mean, it's a way of thinking about it, but... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, I did it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I play Minecraft. I play Minecraft. Oh, my God. But, yeah. The British are, they were definitely something. Especially back then. To get there, you need to explore. True. However, I think they did more than explore. They did way more than explore. And it was simply because they could. I did it. I did it. I told I told you. I could do it. I could do it. I just needed to try my hardest. Ah! Damn it. But yeah, pirate history's fun. The issue is it's just not documented at all. Or it's very rarely documented, so a lot of it, unless they're going by their actual name, it's like you don't know anything about their background, which is why there's a lot of attention put on, especially like Blackbeard. Because he went by Blackbeard, right? And also because he was like, I don't want to say he was a peaceful pirate, but he was one of the few that didn't actually kill as often as the others. So people are like, that's kind of fucking weird. Like, why are you not murdering people? And it's because his reputation preceded him, so he was able to just do shit without needing to kill people. And he's like, this is much more efficient. Which is where the whole, like, questionability about whether pirates killed people come in. They did. They did, by the way. Pirates did kill people. They did very often. But, you know, pirates have been very romanticized in modern medias. Again, like, people like Captain Jack Sparrow. There you go. There's your first, like, idea. They've been romanticized as, like, these markers of freedom when really it was a mark of rebellion. Like, I understand why people are like, oh, they were just, like, so free. No. They were just actively, like, rebelling against the government because the government had hurt them. Blackbeard was just a chilled pirate. Not fully. Again, he did kill people. He killed many people. He'd committed many crimes. Like, there's a reason why we know his name. He's literally lived in infamy. But he was the first one to kind of use more of a theatric approach. You know, putting fire in his beard and shit to obscure his face. And also because he went by Blackbeard. Like, we don't really know who he is. Like, people are pretty sure he was Edward Teach or Edward Thatch, however the fuck it was pronounced. I don't fucking know. The English was weird at that point. So, it's like, look. I forget what it was, but it's like people would use like a T sound for an S sound. Like, oh my god, just reading through Stede Bonnet's trial record almost gave me an aneurysm. I was like, I cannot read all of this. Just because the letters would not match what I was actually reading. That one hurt my brain. Oh, yeah, and back then, trial records, like, word-for-word trial records, like how we would do trial records today, are much harder to come across. The most you're gonna find is, like, a thing, like a book that has, like, their sentencing and things that the judge in particular said during their sentencing and, like, things that were discussed. Like, a general overview, rather than, like, a full, like, transcript. Which, you know, makes sense. That's a lot to keep track of. Especially when you're dealing with, I think it was like 29 different people in Stede, including Stede and his crew, that were charged that day. And it was like 5 or 3 that were actually found innocent. If I remember right. It's a lot. Piracy is kind of a lot when you think about it. There's like, well, when you think about it, when you research it, there's a lot of intricacies. It's because the guy was taking notes was drunk and hangry. I mean, probably. But Stede's death was probably Stede's trial and execution was definitely something done to make a like, to make a point about pirates done by the Crown. Because, shit, what are they called? Steed was tried in the States, actually. He was tried in North Carolina? And I think he was captured in Virginia. Are you gonna become a piratologist? No, I just like history. I like history, so these things are fun for me to learn about. But no, I do not have a career for myself in history. At least I don't see one. But anyway, he was tried in the States. Again, I'm pretty sure North Carolina. Could be wrong. Pretty sure, though, it was North Carolina. But he was caught in Virginia. Could be wrong. But he was tried in, shit, what was it called? A provisional court, I think, in the States. Because, you know, they might as well just try him in the States rather than shipping his ass back over to England. Are these places near the ocean? Yeah, they are along the East Coast. East Coast. I had to remember. I don't know which coast is which. I don't know my East from my West. But yeah, he was tried on the East Coast. So, yeah, I think it was a provisional court. I think it's called a provisional court. But basically what a provisional court is, it is a court, like a crown sanctioned court that is done basically under the king, right? So it's not an American court, and it's not like a, okay, yeah. So then I was right, East Coast. So it's not like a court in the colonies, like he wasn't tried in the colonies, like under colonial law in the States. He was tried in a provisional court, which is completely under English control. It was a crown-appointed judge in a crown-appointed court with the, there was a jury, right? There was a jury of his peers, but, like, we already knew what the outcome was going to be, even if there wasn't a jury. I remember that because of the Wild West. That is true. That is true. That's a good way to remember it. But yeah, he was tried in one of these provisional courts, and the proceedings went on for like a month or something like that. Ugh. Okay. The East was conquered and the West was wild. Okay, yeah. But yeah, East Coast. Shit, what was I saying? This is the problem with me talking about shit, because I very quickly, like, fuck. Provisional court. I explained what a provisional court was. Okay, yeah, the proceedings took, like, over a month or so, something along those lines. It took, like, a month. And, during that time, Steed actually had managed to escape for, like, 3 days or so, which kind of put things off for a little bit. But, you know, they did eventually get him back, obviously. But Steed managed to escape for, like, 3 days before they hauled his ass back. And, you know, if he wasn't already, like, 1 foot in the grave, he definitely was after that. Because that moment was used against not only him, but the rest of the crew. So, you know, like, why would a not guilty man try to escape? And, something that's also not explained a lot is piracy is a group of crimes. It's not just a single crime. Like, yes, it can be listed under a single crime, but piracy itself, to be convicted of it, you need to be convicted, or you need to be convicted of several other minor crimes as well. Minor. Which, you know, doesn't include things like plundering, but, like, piracy can be something as simple as overthrowing your captain. Like, it could be something that simple, of just overthrowing your captain. Like, and that counts as piracy. It's, like British law wasn't fucking around, you know? Ah! Rude. Yeah, British law wasn't fucking around when it came to pirates. Even though they created a good portion of them with their whole privateering thing, but again, I digress. But I'm pretty sure... shit, what was it? Steed was charged with piracy and the capture and plundering of 2 ships, just off the coast of the States, or what would become the states. I forget the names of the ship. I remember one of them was called the Fortune. I think it was the Francis and the Fortune. And because Steed is Steed Bonnet, he left people alive, and they came in as like witness testimonies. It's like, yeah, it was this fucking guy. But because of the high profileness of the case, nobody would take not high profileness of the case. He wasn't very smart. I mean, he was the gentleman pirate, so it doesn't really matter if he was smart or not. He still died. But during this time, at least in the States, there's this thing of, like, if you can't afford, legal representation, they will provide one for you. That wasn't a thing at this point. So, you always get caught when you spawn camp. True. So, Steed and the rest of his crew basically had to defend themselves, right? So you can imagine what a court case like that is. And it is complete just character bashing. Things that wouldn't be very admissible in court. But things that you could tell the judge to get the attorney prosecution to knock it off. You could do that. But they were going up against the attorney general, so it's not like it would have mattered either way. Like, they were gone before it even started. But yeah. Steed also ended up sending a letter to the governor of North Carolina, basically saying, like, hey, I'm a gentleman, I was born of a high class, can you, get me out of here? And it didn't fucking work, obviously, because Steed had been captured before and tried that shit. It worked that time. But, this time it didn't work. Because the Attorney General was trying to make not a spectacle. Like I said before, he was, trying to make a statement out of Steed Bonnet. To kind of be like, yeah, this guy's dying because he's a pirate, and we got a no bullshit policy on piracy in this kind of ship. But yeah, pirate history is definitely something that's fun to look into, but you can't really romanticize the situation, because then you gotta remember half of these were just a bunch of smelly dudes just sailing the seas. They hadn't had showers in weeks. It's you can't really romanticize the situation, because it's they're all kind of stupid. They were on sea. They were at sea all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Yeah, there was a piece of land that the pirates controlled. They controlled a, an island, I guess, is the best way to put it. They controlled, an island, and, but they controlled, an island, Republic of Pirates. There was, books about it. But, you also gotta remember, when you're learning about pirates, this shit is still in the 18th century. Women were not allowed on these ships. Yeah, they had codes of honor between each other, but, they didn't uphold them most of the time. You can say whatever you want on paper. In practice, a lot of pirates were not the same. Most of them would, in fact, just murder to murder. Pirates are fun. They're fun to learn about, It's one of those things of oh, that's fun, I guess. That's something, that's a typical Tuesday. What? They're weird as hell. They're weird as hell. The code is for orientation, not rules. No, because a lot of pirates wouldn't even get along with each other. The entire movement was basically fuck the government, but they also hated each other. You know, like, they would frequently get into fights with each other because they were like, yo, this guy probably has some goods, you know? And the thing is, like, because of the time, they were able to utilize certain tactics that you wouldn't be able to do now. Again, like, the whole, like, they would disguise themselves as, like, other people, you know, use fake names, that kind of shit, to get what they wanted. Stede Bonnet was a very big, not proponent, but he is definitely someone big that did this. He would disguise himself as, like, a Dutch trader to get onto ships, and then he would just kind of, like, steal their shit. Obviously. I meant, like, the code, like, like, all employees must wash their hands thing. No, because some pirates wouldn't even abide to the code. Like, there were certain, like, basic rules that basically, like, came down to, you know, like, respect your captain. You know what I mean? Like, that was basic part, though. It was, like, no infighting. Ah! Respect your captain. That kind of shit. But that was just, you know, basic fucking decency. Ah! You know, like, that was just, like, keep the ship running, you know, no mutiny, basically. So, I don't know if you can call that a code as much as, you know, there are, like, 40 of us on one ship. Can we please not kill each other? You know, you gotta remember, like, they weren't on, like, these large-ass ships. They were on sloops. Sloops are much smaller and able to get around a lot faster. Like, they weren't on, like, these, like, massive cargo ships that you see a lot of, like, fantasy pirates, like, using. Those are more like cargo ships. They were on sloops, which were much smaller, much faster. But, like, you know, really, there shouldn't have been that many people on one sloop. But they did, because it was all they had. So, pirates would often steal from each other, either for resources, or they would just kill other pirates because they needed more boats. So, again, I don't know if you can call that a code as much as a, can we please not kill each other when we can all only sleep in like we are 3 inches away from each other. I don't think that's a good idea. I've been talking about pirates for like 45 minutes, haven't I? Probably stop. Did they ever have alliances? I mean, I guess it depends on what you consider an alliance, you know? In what I've been researching, there wasn't very many pirate alliances, and if there were, it definitely was not documented. However, again, going back to that weird relationship between Stede Bonnet and Blackbeard they had for like a couple months, if you want to count that as an alliance, you can. You're just farming rants. That's fair. It's not hard. It's not hard to farm rants. You just gotta find the right topic. But anyway, I don't, like, if you wanted to consider the weird relationship between Stede and Blackbeard an alliance, I mean, you could. But for all intents and purposes, Stede Bonnet got defeated, and his ship and men were stolen out from under him. You know? Like, everything was just stolen out from under him. And, you know, the only reason that Stede and Blackbeard ended up splitting up is because Blackbeard eventually marooned his ass with a boat, and, well, not with a boat, like they stole a boat, but with him and a couple other of his most loyal crew members, and stole his boat. So, I mean, if you wanted to consider that an alliance for the time being, you could have, but I don't know if that would count, because after that, Stede was just kind of roaming around in around the States, just kind of taking ship after ship. Am I in queue? No, I'm not in a queue. But, like, you know, Stede was just kind of running around in the States waters and around the Caribbean again. with, again, his new crew and everything. And it's kind of pathetic, but you get the point though, right? Like, it's a thing of, like, if they did, it wasn't documented. However, there are some things that are documented that, I mean, I guess you could call it an alliance, but I don't know if I would. So it's the you know, it's the fun part of learning about pirates. You hear the bullshit that they do. End stone. Ah! I think I just went to see God. Yoink. Haha. I'm in first. It's me. Why are you randomly swimming away? Because I can. Duh. I want to. But yeah. I'm gonna be real, shit, I had something to say about pirates again, but I lost it. Some pirates are more fun to research about than others. Like, Steed, Jesus Christ, like, okay. Obviously, because this is, like, you know, like, a big-ass project, I had to get, like, actual, like, historical article sources about pirates. Do you know how few and far in between that those are? Guess you probably won't make the project public. Probably not, no. Sounds like something interesting to read. Well, it's a game, but, like, a game in quotation marks. The biggest quotation marks. It is a game with the biggest quotation marks. I literally just made like a visual novel in Google Slides. Because I just went, you know what? I want to do something more than just make a like a historical fiction story, because I could, like, bang out a historical fiction story in, like, a week. I wanted to do something more fun, something that'd be allowed to bend the rules of a little bit more. So I just made it into, like, a visual novel, and that's a part of the problem. I did it. Focus, focus. Review. Killing me with deja vu. Sorry, I'm really focused now. I'm really focused. Thought it was gonna be a paper? Nah. Again, I thought about it. Did I? No. Because I wanted to do something just a little bit more. Ah! I'll take second. It's the best I've done all day, and that's because everybody pretty much fucking failed. I'll take it. Anyway. Like a no, this is not a dissertation. This is not a dissertation. And if I ever make a dissertation, I'm not reading it out loud. God, I hate writing papers. Are you kidding me? I hate writing papers. It's my least favorite thing to do. Yeah, so do I. I hate writing papers so much. Which is ironic considering my major. Like, guess what half of psychology is? Writing fucking papers. I hate writing papers. Like, I'm gonna be real, I'm just taking history classes for the fun of it. Like, yeah, part of it is, you know, like, gen ed courses and everything, you know, yada yada yada. I'm taking it so I don't get bored of school. Because I always find history interesting. But, like, there's no viable career for me in history. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? You know, like a historian? What kind of job is that? You know what I mean? Fun. Pays shit, though, so I'm not gonna fucking do it. Because I'm gonna be real. That's the main reason I decided to go into psychology. The money. Like, I'm just being completely honest. I chose psychology on a whim. I'm like, I find this mildly interesting. Let's see what I can do with this and how far it'll go. And now we're seeing how far it'll go. Because I'm good at psychology, but goddamn, if I have to write another fucking psychology paper, I might throw myself out of a window. Seriously. That was the other project that I had before I started this one. That big-ass paper. Yeah, that one ended up being like 8 pages long. I got like an 80 on that, by the way. And I pumped that out in like a week. I'm proud of myself. You know, it proved to me that, yes, I can still pull, like, A+ papers out of my asshole if I really needed to. And it makes me proud. It makes me proud of myself, you know? Like, it's still a research paper at the end of the day, so it's probably one of the best papers, like, I could do. Right? Like, it's... When you're doing a research paper, it's kind of hard to get anything less than, like, an 80 anyway. It's like an 87 or something. But it's kind of hard to get anything less than, like, a C when you're doing a research paper. Because half of it is just, hey, here's the research. You know, like, do the research and write about it. And that is, like, 30% of the grade right then and there. But yeah, half-assing papers is what I do. It's what I do best. However, I need more time than just, like, a couple hours to do the paper. So. There's a reason I never took an AP exam, but took AP classes. Fuck AP papers. Ah! Fuck. We have fun. We have fun here. 8, that's pretty short. You're making one that's about single amplifiers and how a perfect diode is achievable. It's already at 21. Well, okay, again, I got that out in like a week. And 2, the minimum was 6 pages. It's not like a full ass dissertation, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a full study, right? Like, it's not like a full review study. It's just to kind of get us into the idea of researching and doing that kind of shit. If anything, finding sources was a lot harder than I thought it would be. And a lot of the points that I got taken off were because it was unprofessional. And I'm like, so you don't want me to use slang, but simply saying something along the lines of, to get, saying something for starters is unprofessional. Like, bro, what the fuck do you want me to do? I lost points for what I consider bullshit reasons, but it's fine. But nah, honestly, if I had to put in more sources, my average per source was like 2 pages per source, right? I had like 4 sources and there's like 8 pages. So yeah, like 2 pages a source. Like 2 pages per source. So honestly, it could have gone longer if we needed more sources. But I was not doing anything over the minimum when it was a week before it was due. I'm doing the bare minimum and you can't stop me, you know? It's my favorite paper I've ever written. Because it's the first paper in like a major setting, you know, like with my major. Get out of here. Get out of here. It's the first paper that I've done in like in my major where it's like, I really did just pull that out of my ass in a week and I'm proud of myself for it. Again, another thing that I had all semester to do. Did I? No. And my professors don't need to know that. It probably spoke for itself, let's be honest. Like, you could probably tell that I spent like a week on that. I did it. Deja vu. We have fun. We have fun here. But, back to Pirates. It is kind of funny, though, because I did start, rewatching One Piece when I was writing the pirate paper. When I was starting the process of getting things done for the research project. I did restart watching One Piece. So, it's a little funny. It's a little funny. From all the stuff you read, who is your favorite character? From what in particular? Like the psychology paper, like Experiment, One Piece, you know, just like, we talking about pirates, like realistic, real pirates, like, so you gotta be, we've jumped around from like 15 different, topics at this point. Well, your research, for which one, again, when we're talking about my research, do you mean the history research or the psychology research? No One Piece? Damn. I'm never allowed to talk about my interests, am I? I'm not allowed to have interests in this goddamn stream. You know what? Fuck you. We're gonna play One Piece, Odyssey on stream. We're gonna play One Piece Odyssey on stream and you're gonna fucking deal with it. The history, again, I was mostly researching about Stede Bonnet, so I guess Stede Bonnet, like, it was all the research done about Stede Bonnet. It was all about Stede Bonnet, because that's who I was talking about. Everything else I made up. Which is why I'm surprised I have so many sources, because half of it was, and I made it the fuck up. I asked you for a One Piece recap 3 times already. Do you want to be here for the next 5 hours? That's all I'm saying. Like, do you want to be here for 5 fucking hours? No. Also, because I definitely do understand it when people are like, One Piece is best experienced completely blind. It definitely is. I do agree that. I do agree with that, you know? Like, of course, I had watched it at one point already. I tried watching it in, like, middle school. And then I, like, dropped it for, like, you know, middle school. Not because I went back to school, but because I was in middle school. So, of course, it's like, I didn't watch it for, like, 3 days and I forgot it existed. It's the undiagnosed ADHD. But yeah. So, I forgot it existed. So, I got maybe, like, I think the first time I watched it, if you've watched One Piece, this will make sense. I got to Thriller Bark before I eventually stopped watching. Which, you know, isn't really big into spoiler territory, but, you know, that's still a good 300 episodes-ish deep. Watched it until the part where they go apart. So you watched until Sabaody? Or Water 7. Because those are the 2 major parts where everybody, well, not everybody, but people split up. Both things, new characters are introduced, which is kind of funny. You know, like, back to back after going, like, 5 arcs with, like, pretty much nobody new. I mean, Robin was there, but, like, she was just kind of there at that point still. Cauldron. Perfect. Yeah. There's a lot when it comes to One Piece, and it's like, I'm not even fully caught up. I'm only 700 episodes in, and there's over 1,000 episodes. Although, okay. And the skeleton guy becomes a famous player. Okay, so yeah, you were at Sabaody. So yeah, you know, like, the biggest portions of everything. So that's good, at least. You know the biggest spoiler of them all. The one that I'm, like, trying, you know, I don't want people to know about. Well, not that I don't want people to know, but I'm not gonna say anything for people that haven't watched One Piece. Because that is definitely something that is best experienced without any kind of... What episode range is that? 500-ish. Time skip happens, like, 506. Something like that. Because you're talking about Soul King Brooke, when Brooke becomes the Soul King, you know. Oh, you're kidding me. Hey, Harlock. Guess what's back? These stupid fucking gnats are back. God damn it. God damn it. I just caught one on my screen. Oh my god. I'm prepared this time, though. I have an electric fly swatter. I finally got one. I finally have an electric fly swatter. They gotta be prepared. But yeah. Wash your bathroom? I have! I literally cleaned it today. I've been cleaning it like twice a week, bro. Because there's like 5 people. Not like 5 people, but there's like 4 people living with me. I say as if I'm not a broke-ass college student. And plug the sink. Look, I know how they're getting in, and I know why they're getting in. But god damn it, they're annoying as hell. Either way, I have an electric fly swatter now. They were bought for ladybugs, because infestations and shit. But, you know, they work for gnats, so. Either way, I caught it, which I'm surprised about, that I caught it first try. You moved into the dorms? No. Didn't do shit. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, what dorm has 4 people living in it? We're like, what college do you go to? Fucking Harvard? What? Boing. Boing. 4 people living with you. Yeah, my family. Think I lived alone? No. I've mentioned my parents before. I've said multiple times when my parents have come in to give me something and then run out of the room. We have a rule of 3 people max in the apartments. Again, your school has apartments. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah! That's why I asked if you moved. No, I'm talking about my family. No, Jesus Christ. Get them out of here. Get out of here. Thank you. The only house that's not on fire yet. Ah! One guy literally lives in the storage room. I mean, L. Like... I mean, he sleeps there. I'm getting bored of this server. Let me change version real quick, and we're gonna play on Hypixel because I want to. But yeah, I have many thoughts about One Piece. I have many thoughts. Are half of them slightly unhinged? Yes, but the series itself is slightly unhinged. So, I think that checks out. Because if there's one thing that the author knows what he's doing about, is somehow immediately getting you attached to a character and then killing them off. It's a consistent thing, you know? However, he doesn't kill off characters all that often. So, It's a weird little thing of, like, backstory-wise, yeah, the character's probably gonna die, right? But, like, if it's not backstory character, if they die, like, it usually has to have big narrative consequence. You know what I mean? Which is why you'll see people arguing about whether or not a character's dead unless it appears in the actual story. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. No, I'm not gonna do parkour. I'm not gonna be that guy. You know, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'll just go with normal. But yeah. One Piece is definitely something special. In the most literal sense, but also, like, you know, it's weird as shit. It really is weird as hell, for no reason. It's so fucking, like, it has no reason to be as weird as it is. I did it. I'm focusing so fucking hard right now. I'm focusing so goddamn hard right now. But yeah, I think I heard someone else put it best of One Piece is a series where when you're watching it, everything makes sense. Like, you know, you're able to suspend your disbelief to that point. But, like, explaining it, like, actually, like, explaining it and talking about it, you sound fucking crazy. Oxymoron. I didn't even get to try it. Haha, when you'll wear a pumpkin on your head. I was like, what happened? It tried to put a pumpkin on my head, but because I have Optifine, it didn't show up. Me with deja vu. But yeah, Monday we should have some new game to play. Should have new game, because I kind of want to play new game, and I've been wanting to play this game for a while. Because I found it, and I was like, woo! We could play this game. But then it was like, but if I start it now, when I'm in the middle of a project... Fuck. I almost caught it. You already spoiled it? Yeah, I know I did. It's the One Piece game? No, actually, because that game's like $50. And, you know, I'm like, ugh, ew. I don't know if I want to swing that. It's like $60, and I'm like, ew. So at some point we'll play it, right? But, you know, that's at some point, not this actual, like, what we're actually gonna play. The other one I've just been wanting to play for a while, but Odyssey, no. Again, almost $60. I'm like, ew. I don't know if I even want to swing that. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I mean, considering the type of game that it is, you know, it shouldn't be hard to guess what kind of game it is. Ah! Damn it. blue over here. This blue. Blue. It's close. Nice. You should be able to guess it, or at least take a guess. Like, a guess. Probably not guess the game itself, but have an idea. And guess, like, genre. Like, my type of games, like, should be pretty much, like... Like, you should pretty much know the games that I like at this point. Like, it shouldn't be difficult. That's what I'm saying. Whee! Red. Is it a point-and-click game? I'm pretty sure, yeah. Again, I've never actually played it, so... Damn it. Makes a funny meow noise. Lolo. Ah! This one. I know what I'm doing. How am I supposed to click? How am I supposed to, like, spam click? How am I supposed to spam click in these conditions? Blue. I know my colors, guys. I'm very good with colors, I'll have you know. Ah! You know, if I jumped, maybe that would have helped. I'm trying to decide. Okay. Okay, decision has been made. I've made decisions. You don't need to know said decisions, but I've made them. Because I'm pretty sure I owe you guys a new emote, too. That I need to do. Pretty sure. Purple. Many things, many things. Ah! I didn't mean to press the inventory button. Oh, Lord. I made a decision. Where was I? Actually, 2 emotes. I have it written down as 1, so I only owe you 1. You changed 1 to explosion. Oh yeah, but then it doesn't count. Then it doesn't count. I jump big. Damn, I don't jump big anymore. Ah! That was too damn fast. Jesus. Jesus fucking Christ, that was too damn fast. That was like 3 seconds. Ah! How am I supposed to do other shit in these conditions? God. Curse my gamer. It's not on fire yet. I'm in it when I was an architect. Yeah. Oh. Gray. 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 Back to my corner. There is no punchline. The punchline is that there is no punchline. The punchline is no punchline. The punchline is that there is no punchline. That there is no punchline. The punchline is that there is no punchline. This one. I'm starting to learn the difference. Green. Green. Back over to my side. Ah, perfect. Everything here is purple. Ugh. I'm jamming out, dude. It's a good song, man. Good song. Blue. Blue. Come on. Fuck! Ah, I was so close. God damn it. God damn it. I almost had it. Bro. I'm so mad. Always knew you liked ska. This counts as ska? I don't know, it counted as ska. Alright, we're gonna try this again. And we're gonna fail miserably. Because I'm not gonna be able to get past, like, the first jump. Told you. To you? Mm-hmm. I see, I see, I see. I don't actually pay much attention to genre, I'm gonna be completely honest. I completely base songs that I like based on vibe and vibe alone. I'm not gonna play Build Battle. I'd embarrass myself. Everything else was kind of boring. I'm gonna be real. Hypixel is kind of dominated by like PvP or like grindy type games, and it's just not how I am. I don't like it because I'm not good at it. And there are people that sweat it for, to me, what feels like no fucking reason. This one. Oh god, I was working on this monstrosity. I hate everything about it, so I'm gonna leave it alone and never touch it again. That one will remain unfinished, as it is shit to me. And then again, I can't really build very well anyway, so... That's what, the second, third one that I've built that's gone unfinished? I'm very good at leaving things unfinished, I'll have you know. Let's go check on some other unfinished shit. Wow. It's so finished in here. I'm gonna be real. I like this area a lot better than I like the other area. Like, yeah, there's less here, so it's still not as filled out as I would have liked. At least it's not, you know, this fucking behemoth of a room that's like not even filled out. Like, you know, it could be worse. But at the same time, I just don't like that build either. If I don't like where it's going, I drop it immediately. There's a reason that the interior of this isn't really done either. I don't like this either. Half of these are lucky that they even got interiors. Like, see the maze over there that's not done? I didn't like it. I only built bee house because I wanted bees. Wanted bee house. That's what you were making when you first joined? Sounds about right. Like, this is fine, you know, it's better, but, like, I feel it's kind of, you know, like, it's definitely better, you know, large at a small scale, which is definitely something I enjoy a lot more, but at the same time, I feel like it's a bit, cliche. Like, you know, it's a little cringe looking. Like, it feels much more filled out than the others, but, like, you know, could be better. Like, at the very top up here, especially. I hate this room in particular. You know, like, I feel like I could have done more in here, but I wasted all my good ideas at the other areas. But then, you get all the way to the top here, and you're like, oh, storage. And then I put a fucking speakeasy all the way up here. For really no fucking reason. I just wanted to. It doesn't even really look like a speakeasy either. I told you, I'm good at building. Oh yeah, another thing that I left unfinished because I hated it. This was supposed to, you know, extend out and around. I think I'm never touching this again. This is a bitch. I hate this one. I like this. I like this a lot. I want a crane, and I built it, and it looks great. And then I wanted to build something down here, which is why I put all the torches here, and the ladder. I didn't do that. Because I didn't know what I fully wanted, and I gave up. I'm good at doing that. So much fun reliving memories. The thing is, for some of these buildings, I have videos of me building them. I've deleted like half of them because they were just stored on my computer. But like this one here, I have a video of me building that and just ranting about things. Similar story, I think, for this one. And the rest of them, I think I built on stream. I don't have a video for that one or that one. That's actually the first one that I built. I don't think I have a video for it, though. Force. But yeah, I think I have a video of me making this, though. But I deleted it, because of course I did. Same thing with this one. Oh, and I also have a video of me building that, but I also deleted it. I'm just quirky like that, you know? God, it looks so skinny. There's like no substance. I need to make like an add-on to the back. It looks too, I don't like it. I really don't like it. Not only does it look weird, it feels weird. It is weird. I don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't know how to fix it. Like, you guys are lucky I even finished the barn, because I hate the way the barn looks, too. To me, the barn also looks like shit. It's a fun world to fly through, but, yeah. When I have no ideas of what I want to do, you know, inspiration or vibes or shit. But at the same time, I just start wondering, you know, when am I going to start repeating? And I have. It's fun, you know? Oh, yeah, I'm the wrong thing to get back onto island. Cheems. Why did I name the world Cheems? Anyway. I don't know why I named a world Cheems, I'm not even gonna lie. Just called it Cheems. Alright, I'm getting bored of Minecraft, so I'm gonna end here. I'm getting bored of Minecraft. I said I was gonna go to an hour and 30, though, so we still have a couple minutes. I at least want to hit an hour and 30 before I go to suffer on this project again. 3 steps from launching Stardew. I am not gonna pull up fucking Steam for that one. Again, I still have this project to do. I'm still not fully done. Like, it's polishing, yes, but it's the most tedious part. So I said I would at least get to 1:30, so we have like 3 minutes-ish before we reach the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm tapping out now. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Monday we'll play a new game, though. Because I wanted to play a new game, and I've been wanting to play a new game for the past 5 weeks. Or however long I've been working on this goddamn fucking thing. And, you know, it's kind of almost like, if I did, I'd just be invested in that game. It's also the reason why I haven't really touched Omori very much. This goddamn project. This project's been stealing your content. You should be mad at it. You really should. You should be mad at the project. Not asking me questions about pirates. You know? You enjoy Omori? Yeah, I do. We're like... We're really close to finishing the game anyway. Thought it was just sarcastic. No, I like the game. I do. It's just, you know... We're getting to the point where, you know, up to this point, it's been mostly psychological horror. We're getting to the point where it just becomes straight up horror. I just need to get the, last couple keys, and then, you know, that's when everything starts to unwind itself. And it gets really, really scary. And I won't like it, because, again, we know how I do with the scary and the spooky. I know that there's one point in the game where I'm really gonna struggle. And we're almost there, so... Not only has the project held me back, I've been a bit apprehensive. Just in general. Because I know it's gonna happen, and I don't really like that part. It's a lot of body horror. Well, not a lot of body horror, but just unsettling. Never seen you really play anything scary? Yeah, because I don't really like it. I tried playing Little Nightmares. I mean, I have a contingency plan. I think that's the right wording. I'm not sure. I have an idea of how I would be able to play it, but, you know. That is, if I want to play it, you know what I mean? I was looking for the right words. Isn't really scary. It isn't. However, it holds a lot of suspense, and I don't like it. I don't do really good with things that are horror-related. In any genre. Invite guests to play it. I'm gonna be real. If I invited guests over to play it, she would take longer on it than I would. Nah, if I do play Little Nightmares again, the plan would literally be to either have guests over watching me play it, and I just happen to stream it, or I'm streaming it to my friends in a Discord call, and they're all making fun of me for getting so scared over nothing. You calling her a small brain? No, I'm saying she doesn't play video games. She doesn't play PC games a lot. The most video gaming that Guest does is she plays The Sims. And occasionally Persona 5. On her Switch. She don't play a lot of video games. Like, we still haven't even finished It Takes Two. And that's just because she doesn't play it a lot. On her phone. No. She doesn't have games on her phone. But she plays The Sims on her laptop. And then we'll play Persona 5 on her on her PS5, yeah, no. On her Switch. But that's because she doesn't really like playing video games, but she prefers watching them. Which is, you know, fair. You know? Because then you don't have to completely rely on your skill to enjoy the game. I understand it. But no, I'm not calling her stupid. You kidding me? She's like one of the smartest people I know. It's just, you know, she doesn't play a lot of video games. She would even admit to that one. Guest just needs a TV and snacks. Yep. And someone playing a game. Yep. That's all she needs. But yeah. There's a lot of games that I need to play. There's a lot that I'll probably start playing after I binge the rest of One Piece. Look, I can only have one fixation going at once before I return to the others. Smart in maths or head smart? I don't really know if she's math smart, but she's definitely smarter than me when it comes to math. There's a reason I dislike it so much. I suck at math. Numbers are not my strong suit. Like, I can do statistics, but that's about it. But she's pretty smart overall. Like, she does better than me on most things. So, if you want to, that is able to explain it, there you go. Like, she's, I don't want to say she's all, like, I would consider myself kind of a jack of all trades. I would consider her kind of the same, but she does have things that she does specify in more than what I specify in. Like, we're both fucking history nerds, so we both know a lot about history, just certain parts of it. You know? Like, she's very much into, like art history and that kind of stuff. You know, Roman and Greek history along the lines, you know, that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, I just kind of absorb everything. As long as it's not modern. Not a big fan of modern history. Not for any particular reason. It's just like, you know, it's like, yeah, I know all that kind of stuff. You have 10 seconds. For what? 10 seconds for what? But, yeah. She's just smarter getting to do shit in general. So I'd say that she's smarter than me, 100%. Would she disagree? Probably. However, she's the only person that I know that would be able to, like, build a cabinet. At any time, how many at maximum sides of a cube can you see? It depends. Is the cube clear? If it's not, then 3 or 4 at a time. Not 4, like 3. Usually. Unless you're at a really weird angle and the cube is clear. And the cube isn't clear. It, like, you gotta specify that part. The answer is probably 3. Unless the cube is clear, then you can see all sides at any given time. That's not even a math thing. That's an art thing. You say that as if I don't draw all the time. It's a solid cube. Then yeah, 3. Again, you say that as if I don't draw, like, all the time. Some people can't answer that. And they're kind of weird. I drew Q on a sticky note. Just now you got me thinking about cubes and shit. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta go because I know this next part is going to take me a while. I didn't consider the drawing skill, obviously. I'm gonna go. Simply because I know that this is going to take me a while because... Sorry, so I immediately got to... Like, instead of changing to Twitch, the first tab opens Twitter, and I got a Golden Freddy jump scare. Anyway, the haha Five Nights at Freddy. But yeah, I know this is going to take me a while because I'm going to inevitably get distracted for at least 4 hours before I manage to get this done by hopefully 3 a.m. Hopefully. But that's even debatable as is. So I'm going to go. Need more recaps on the VOD channel? I'll think about it, okay? I'll think about it. How about that? I'll think about it. as much as I do like to go on and on about topics and things that I like, especially media, a part of me is like, you know, very apprehensive about it still. Because I'm very used to being annoying. You know, I'm very used to, like, nobody wanting to hear it, so it'll take me a little bit more time before I'm more comfortable going on and on and on and on and on about topics. But as soon as that time hits, you'll know. Or again, you could just start asking the right questions. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go because this is gonna take me a couple hours to do. And I will inevitably get distracted like 7 different times and lose 4 hours of time in doing this. So, see y'all on Monday. See y'all on Monday when we have new game. We play new game. Bye, guys. We will play new game on Monday. Very bad at getting hints. That's fair. See you guys. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. I'll see you on Monday. See you on Monday with new game. New game on Monday. New game on Monday, guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. You won't be going to bed? Okay. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. If you see a random tweet of artwork, like a little sketch that I did, don't be surprised. Bye, guys. Bye-bye. See y'all later.